Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Interloper, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and I have just a quick, exciting announcement. At least I found it interesting. As I was starting up the game today, I noticed on my Steam page I have hit 1,000 playtime hours in The Long Dark. Over my lifetime here, spent 1,000 hours. That's not a lot compared to a lot of other players, but for me, I mean, that's 1,000 hours. So I still have quite a bit of accomplishments I still need to unlock. As you can see over here, I've got 61 out of 87 of the accomplishments. One of the main ones I am trying to get here, if we scroll down, okay, right here. The will to live, survive 500 days in a single survival mode game. I've never accomplished that. We're still at, my record is 215 days survived. So I'm hoping this is the run, maybe. We can hit 500 days in this survival game. And being Interloper, that is going to be a challenge. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the game started. Resume our quest. Okay, when last we left off, we were here inside the Riken shipwreck. After a very successful crafting session, forging session, as we were able to get some tools crafted up. We got the improvised hatchet, the knife, a whole bunch of arrowheads, and I think it's just about time for us to set out for, well, we've got quite a few things. Let me pull up the map here. We've got the world map. Currently we're here, Desolation Point, at the bottom of the world, right? This is Great Bear Island. And we have got to, for the next adventure, I think we're going to travel back to Coastal Highway, make our way up to Pleasant Valley, Timberwolf Mountain, and then up to Ash Canyon for the technical backpack in the gold mine. And then we'll drop back down into Timberwolf Mountain and try to get to the airplane crash with all of that loot at the summit of Timberwolf Mountain. So that's it's gonna take us quite a long trip. Right, but that's the next adventure, I think. And now that we've got some gear to make it happen, I think it's going to be a successful adventure. So let's get started. Now, I did get a comment, and thank you guys.
I can drop any of this gear.
I must remind you that I am playing on Sprocket mode difficulty in addition to Interloper, which means I'm going to make some crazy mistakes. One of those being that I thought I could craft the bow with just one cured gut. But, nope, it takes 2 cured guts, so I guess we won't be crafting the bow until we get back to the Quonset garage. So, I wonder, maybe I should leave the guts here, actually. We'll leave these guts curing. Actually, and I do need to drop the hammer. I would like to leave the hammer back here at the forge before we set out. It'll be here, safe and sound, if we ever need to come back. And there's a good chance we'll find another heavy hammer in our exploration of the world, and we can actually bring that to another forge. I think there's a total of 3 forges in the game. We've got one here, we've got one at the Forlorn Muskeg, and there's one at Crumbling Highway. There is one additional forge at the Bleak Inlet, but you can't actually make metal items with that. It is just for ammunition crafting, I believe. Okay, so we're going to leave a little bit of coal behind as well. Let's see. Looks like we have about 4 pieces here is all. So I may drop a little bit more. Let's see what our coal situation is. I know we've got a whole bunch back in the mine. Actually, you know, let's just drop it all. Let's drop it all. And there is a chance I've left another gut here somewhere. Not on the ship, but maybe in the whaling plant, or maybe in the mine. I kind of doubt it though. It's such a good item, the guts, that I probably took it with me. Anyway, let's get down low, see what the day holds for us.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, I remember now. We had 1 piece of meat that was done and 1 that was not quite done yet. So we'll go ahead and eat this. Cold. We'll get some cold breakfast today. Temperature is not so bad, actually. I do need to harvest my tip-ups. You know what? Maybe I should get some of that coal. I should probably get some coal because I do need to get my tip-ups back. I can't leave them here. They're just going to degrade. So let's go inside. And I had a comment from Anna. She was saying that the farther away that we get from our tip-ups, the quicker they degrade. So that is good to know. Yeah, I'm going to take 3 pieces of coal. We'll leave the rest here. Hopefully 3 is enough. You know, I'll take 4. If we do come back this way, we will probably have plenty of coal, because we're going to pass through the coal mine in order to get here, right? So I may as well take it. So if you can't tell, I'm figuring things out as I go. Just doing my best, trying to survive. I don't have this all planned out, as I probably should. But what I do know, guys, is that we often do have a bear that comes around the corner there. So I need to have a fire here for my safety. It's pretty much a requirement at this point for me to try to defend myself against the bear. I've got to have a fire. Or somewhere to run off to, like a mouse, you know, scurrying away. So let's get this fire started. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow it out.
Oh, yeah.
Let's add our coal. Put 3 pieces on there. Can put that away. You know what? I wonder if I should get some salt. No, I'm not going to mess with the salt. No sign of the bear. By the way, I love this visibility. Oh man, the graphics in this game just always just incredible. I love the artistic style. Got the fire on the ice with our fishing tip-ups with the lighthouse in the distance. All right, let's get these tip-ups. I got to stay focused. I do kind of have ADHD. I want to go do 20 things at once. I was kind of thinking it'd be fun to do beachcombing, but really I just have to get our tip-ups. Okay, so we got an hour, 34 minutes. That should be enough time to break the ice on this. And by the way, I don't mind if we break our pry bar here. It's really not that important to me. Oh, we didn't get a fish, but it did break. Trout is done. I'm not carrying anything smelly, am I? Okay, no. Let's put some water down, just so I don't waste time while I'm harvesting these tip-ups. 2 hours on the fire.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Oh, we're thirsty. Okay, I can take care of that. Let's grab these before they boil off. Keep the water coming. I'm kind of curious what our torch situation is like as we're setting out. I do think we have a bunch. Yeah, we got plenty. Well, 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 good torches. I guess you could call that plenty. Okay, water's cooking. Ooh, salmon. Okay. I should actually cook that. Let's pick this up. So I do have some bad water in my inventory now. Gotta remember to get that. Okay, the water may boil off as I'm doing this. That's okay. Barely made it. 5 minutes left on the fish. Wow. Rainbow trout. Okay, we got one more tip up before we head out. It is getting late. You know, we may have to spend the night here at the Riken again, or maybe at the lighthouse. Okay, do I have enough time on the fire? I got some reclaimed wood. Don't remember where I got that from. Must have broke down something. Okay, let's get this last tip up. These tip ups have been so good to me, just making it possible for us to be here. Get this crafting done. Okay, let me drop. Got the smelly stuff. Okay, let's move that here. Water's done. Tip ups are all collected. Visibility is bad. I don't even know which direction the lighthouse is. I think it's that way. So maybe we'll just sleep in the Riken. Take some torches. So in the morning, maybe I'll do a quick scan of the connecting coal mine, the one that's like that runs over to the bear. I don't know, the bear den. I'm kind of curious if I left a gut curing in there, but most of all, I would just want to get the if there's any new coal, you know, new coal that spawned. I want to get that. Okay, and I have a question for you. Somebody, Cristobal, I think it was. Thank you, Cristobal, for the comment. He said that, was it Cristobal? Anyways, I apologize if I forget who said this, but somebody commented that dropping food by using the Decoy hotkey like that. So I just dropped smelly stuff, right?
Tired.
I got a hotkey, drop it as a decoy. They said that it's actually no different than dropping it from your inventory as far as the wildlife are concerned. So like right here, I'm in my inventory, dropping the fish that way. In the past, that actually wouldn't attract the wildlife. So I'm curious, if you guys know the answer to that, let me know. Does it matter if you drop it from your inventory or as a decoy?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Would be interesting to know that. Okay, we're gonna head up, go to sleep. As I said, I do need to remember that I've got some bad water in my inventory. I'll have to sort that out so I don't accidentally drink it, which I would never do, right? I would never accidentally drink some poisonous water that's in my inventory and get, it's not food poisoning. What is that? Some kind of dysentery? Is that what it is? Okay, let's see. Gotta see if I need to drop anything to cure. Yeah, we've got some green saplings. At least one. There we go. No, that's cured. Okay. The gut is cured. Let's get a drink and get some sleep. 9 liters. Wow. Okay. This is the good water. That is the bad water. Water that may make you ill. Yes, it probably will. We're going to drink the good water. Get a good night's sleep. Do some traveling in the morning. If I can find the bed in the dark here. Okay, let's go for 10 hours of sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. We've survived 18 days. That's pretty impressive. I feel like we've made quite a lot of progress. Okay, we do have a book we can read just to kind of wait for the sun to come up. See if we can get an hour of research done on our sewing primer. It's going to help us to not fail sewing quite so often. It's still pretty dark. Let's go for one more hour. If we can finish this book, we can leave it behind as well. Save a little bit on our carrying capacity. Okay. I believe I picked up everything. Okay, Riken, you have been good to us. A little bit creepy. And it was kind of uncomfortable sleeping on a tilt. You know, this whole boat is just tilted to one side. And I kept rolling towards the edge of my bed last night. Okay, what? By the way, look, what is left on this carcass? Just the hide? Okay, don't really need that. Let's get a torch out. As always, I am concerned about the bear. It would be nice to take these guts to the lighthouse or something closer.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, the weather is bad. This is not traveling conditions. A little bit of food. All right, let's go back inside. We'll finish our book. We'll read another hour or two. Kind of just depends on the weather. It's always good to have a book to read with you. I have an emergency kit I keep in my car, and I keep a fiction book in there as well as some additional reading, you know, like survival information. Just like it's like a backpack, right? A grab and go or bug out bag as they call it. And I do keep a book in there. Right now I think it's the Princess Bride. If I ever get stuck somewhere, say I get stuck in a blizzard, or I don't know, have to spend the night somewhere, it is nice to have a book. Although now you got your cell phone these days, right? So you can always whip that out and browse the internet, or I don't know, watch long dark videos, I guess. In the past though, you'd have to have like an actual book to read. So
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
all right, sounds like we still have a storm. Let's go ahead and grab another hour's worth of information out of this book here. I won't be able to drop it. Okay, the book is done. I'm going to leave the book back here by the forge, so I know I can use it for fuel. Let's drop that. I'm also going to drop a little bit of water, maybe. We'll drop a liter. So now we've got a water bottle there, plus a little bit more here. Okay. Let's see what the weather's like yet again. I may just end up going for it. Actually, you know what? Let's break down a crate. We've got our hatchet now. An hour and 30 minutes. I could use the heavy hammer, actually. I'm curious what the condition is on this guy. 58%. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need to repair my hacksaw. That actually reminds me. Where's our hacksaw? 64% repair. Nice. Let's try that. Okay, back up to 89%. Perfect. Now we're going to need our hacksaw if we ever make it to the summit of Timberwolf Mountain. We do need the hacksaw to break into the cargo containers that have loot that have been scattered across the mountain, especially at the summit. Alright, one more. We'll harvest one more torch. Then I'll drop the rest here probably. We'll leave them right here. We'll keep the 29%er right there. We got our tip-ups. Nice.
Getting a bit thirsty.
Leaving the... Good. Let's leave the heavy hammer behind. I don't really need to break down the crates. I was thinking it might be nice to bring some firewood over to the lighthouse, but don't really need to do that.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
So I have found in this game, whenever you say your plans out loud, Mother Nature says, I don't think so. Not today. Well, you know what? We are going to harvest a rabbit. We gotta look at these wonderful tools we have. We can actually use the knife now if we wanted to. But doing it by hand is really not that much longer. 36 by knife and 36 by hand. So just pass a little more time. Maybe I will have to end up breaking down some crates just to make use of the time. Oh, got a little bit of lag there. I am looking to upgrade my gear, guys. If you want to contribute and help me out with that, much appreciate it. No pressure, but I do have a slow, older computer. Alright, let's drop that. Ooh, I had 2 in my inventory. Leave those there. Okay, which crate has some loot in it? Which one is the lucky crate? And I will take the hammer. Let's use the hammer because I don't want to have to repair my brand new tools. We're going to open this one right here. Using the hammer. It's a little bit longer. I can still hear the wind outside. Maybe I'll do another crate. Should I do this one? Okay, I think I hear the wind has stopped. So let's drop the hammer. There it is. I'll drop a couple pieces of wood too, I guess. Alright, let's go. Do I want to take the guts? Guess it depends on the weather, right? As always. Let's get a torch out. Okay, good visibility. No sign of the bear yet. Okay, let's go up to the lighthouse. I'll drop off. I'm gonna drop off the guts to cure. The moose could be here, guys, or maybe up there on the bridge. I was really hoping to take a shot at him with our bow, but that's all right. We're gonna have plenty of chances to get a moose as we explore. Trying to think where all the moose locations are. There could be one in Pleasant Valley, which is where we're heading after we get back to the Quonset Garage. We're going to head into Pleasant Valley. There could be a moose there. Let's see. From Pleasant Valley, there's Timberwolf Mountain. There's a possible moose there. Ash Canyon, of course. Yeah, you know, all these places could be a moose. How am I going to get up there? I guess I probably have to go this way. And I really should like this. I am traveling with the guts. Okay, let's make our way up the hill here. We'll drop our guts and things at the lighthouse. And then we're going to head out. Time is a ticking, and I want to try to take advantage of the loot staying in good condition. That is one problem. When you spawn in the game, the clock starts ticking on all the loot and all the containers and cupboards all throughout Great Bear Island. And they actually will just disappear, you know? Once you get to a location and if you've been there, been away long enough, the items will just not simply be there. They'll just disappear. Now on this difficulty, I'm not quite as pressed for time, you know, because even if I got there on day one, a lot of time there's no loot, right? On Interloper, there's just not much to go on. The real treasures in the Long Dark Interloper seems like they are mostly just provided by nature. You do get a few bonuses, you know, like for example the mag lens, the bedroll. Those are pretty important items. Fire strikers, if there are any, and matches. Of course, you do need some of these items. And something to boil water as well. Those are some indispensable items you need But other than that, a lot of it you can just get by with nature.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, yes, we can drop this gear. We're going to drop the guts. Let's drop the hides in here. And, you know, I'm going to take the sapling with me. Take that back to the Kwanzaa garage. I may even take the pelts. You know what? Let's take the pelts. The guts, unfortunately, are smelly. So that is going to be a problem. I'm going to leave some more water here. It seems like we have a plentiful amount of water. Do a little bit of organizing. And then I don't know if there's anything I need to actually write in the journal that we've left here. So we'll leave 3 liters and a bit. What loot have we left here? Charcoal, fuses, wires. Speaking of charcoal, I'm going to actually leave some of this. Let's leave, I'll take 7 with me. So we'll leave 20 behind. They're actually surprisingly heavy. You know? So 25 pieces of charcoal. I mean, that's 2.5 kilos for that right there. So anyway, okay, my torch is about to go out. Let's drop that. Let's get a new torch. I'm going to leave some firewood too. Do I have any coal? Okay, got 1 piece of coal and some firewood. I'll take 1 piece of wood. Okay, we'll leave those. If I ever come back here, it's nice. It's nice to have a little bit of fuel and water here. Unfortunately, I don't really have food I could leave behind. And I don't think I need to leave a memo or anything about stuff we're leaving here. It's nothing important. Okay, you know what? And I will check this. Is there charcoal here? There is. We've got 2 pieces of charcoal. Okay, we're going to make our way to the little mine. It's going to take us back to the bear cave. Ooh. Okay, there's my ADHD kicking in. We did have a blizzard last night, right? Or this morning. So, you know what that means, right? We are going beachcombing. And look at this. Looks like we got some great items, even some levitating items. You know it's good when they're levitating. Got smallmouth bass. Coho. Ooh. Two salmon. I'm going to leave these here. Yeah. We're going to leave those there so I don't attract attention. And, you know, I'll do a little bit of jogging. Kind of want to hurry. We've got a pallet on the ice. Could be broken down, I guess, for fuel, but we're not going to mess with that. We are going to grab some fish, maybe. What is that, cloth? So somebody was telling me in a previous conversation that cloth is not a renewable resource. And you are mostly right. There's a finite amount of cloth in the world. However, you can get it from beachcombing, either just from direct cloth or clothing that washes up. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, a torch is about to go out here. Doing a little bit of running. There could be some good items here, guys. Could potentially be some good beachcombing items. And we don't want to pass up on that. Especially when you consider how long it takes to catch a fish using a tip-up or fishing gear. Being able to find one washed up is actually pretty amazing. And you can see our calories are not in the best position right now.
This pack is gonna
So it's like we're going to the grocery store, right? There we got some cattails. We're going to the grocery store. Okay, I'm going to drop the fish right there.
I'm gonna make it eat soon.
Ooh, yeah, we are hungry. What's our situation like for food? We'll eat the cattail stock we just found. Once we leave Coastal Highway and Desolation Point, you know, guys, we're not going to have the chance to beachcomb for a while. I actually have a tool. We can harvest this. So I do allow myself to get distracted for a few reasons. It's opportunistic, right? You don't want to be so rigid in your gameplay that you abandon opportunity. Also, I think it's fun. It's unpredictable. Keeps me on my toes. And if I don't know what I'm doing, then you guys definitely don't know what I'm doing, right? So we're both surprised. Look at this. We're back at the Riken. So I have to actually kind of get close to the items before they appear. Ooh, there's something right there. What is that? Fish, maybe? It's a hat. Get off the ice. Guys, that hat is...
Drink right now.
That hat is so good. 80% condition, too. That was worth it right there. Just that hat. I mean, that's something you would expect to find at the summit of Timberwolf Mountain. And we just found it on the ice. Incredible.
Drop any of this gear.
A little bit more cattails. Alright, I need a new torch. I should pay attention to my surroundings so I don't run right into the bear. You know what? We could end up going through the coal mine tunnel from this side. That is a possibility. I may do that. Is that a chest? What is that?
I've never been so hungry in my life.
So I've got a chest on the ice. Okay, I do need to eat more food. Let's eat another cattail. Can't believe we found that. Toque. The wool hat. It's kind of interesting that that would float. Or we got some serious waves to wash that up. Okay, that is the extent of beachcombing. Looks like we're thirsty. Okay, we're going to go to the bear cave. Let's get down low here. Let's make sure I'm not smelly. No decoys. Okay, we're going to get the salt here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Try to be quick about this because the bear could potentially come. Okay, that's it for the salt. Ooh, I don't like this. I was attacked right here by a wolf once. Coming over that hill. Okay, I think we are good. Let's go inside.
I can't feel my feet.
Okay, back at the whale processing plant. I actually didn't expect to be back here, but I'm gonna drop the salt, I think. Or maybe I'll take it. I don't know. Maybe we'll walk over to the coal mine. It's kind of nice to do one last walkthrough, though. So I don't know when I'll be back here, guys. I don't really have a reason to come back anytime soon. And I can see if I left anything important here. Okay, there are some wires. Interesting. Got some wires there. Okay. I mean, charcoal. We do have charcoal. 4 pieces. I'll drop some salt. Got a lot of salt. And then I'll drop some charcoal, maybe. Where are you, charcoal? Right there. Okay, let's go. You know what? My torch situation is not good, actually. Let's start a fire. I don't have any tinder, but do I need tinder? I do need tinder, don't I? Dang it. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Let's use our last torch. Hopefully I can get some tinder crafted here. Tinder plug from a stick. Let's go.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yes, we are hungry. Let's get a fire started. I do need to make some more torches. Because we got some caving to do, guys. We got to go through the mines. And just simply traveling, you know, on Interloper, I've got to remember, I need to have a torch in my hand.
Come on, little fire.
Like almost all the time, I've got to have a lit torch. Unless I have good visibility. Let's add the fur, reclaimed wood. Okay, we can put this out. Let's boil this bad water so I don't accidentally drink it. I think I even left some bad water around here somewhere too, but I'm not going to track it down. I don't remember where I put it. Okay, I don't want to spend a lot of time here. I'm just grabbing torches. You know, I will cook some water though. I think it will take me long enough that it'll be worth it. Okay, we got rid of the bad water. I typically like to have around 5 good torches, maybe 6. Or even more because we know we got a long day of travel ahead of us. Okay, you know what? I remember. There is some meat nearby. I left some meat by Scruffy's cave or whatever his name is. The wolf. So I may actually head over there. Let's see what our food situation is like. So we got the dog food. This is going to make us sick. We got some stale food. You know, let's eat this stale food. Hopefully it doesn't make us sick. Okay, good. Let's check on our torches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 good torches. So technically we could go right now. As soon as this water's done, I think we're going to go. I might just pass time. Oh, you know, I should be harvesting. I should have been harvesting some tinder plugs, actually. Instead of passing time. That would have been better. Or even just crafting mushrooms. Oh, man, guys, I gotta remember. It's not always a good idea to pass time. Especially on Interloper.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
That's okay. She needs rest and relaxation. Once in a while, you gotta just let your mind go, you know? Can't stay busy every second. These are some good torches. I'm really happy with this. Okay, we're gonna drop the remainder of the bad torches. And that's good. Let's go. It's getting late. It's dark outside. Sun is going down. Okay, I'm going to try to hurry and go to Scruffy's cave. Ooh, is there going to be an aurora? That's not good. Seems like there's a green tint outside the windows.
It's getting dark out here.
No aurora.
Shelter.
Ooh, it is windy though. Ooh, traveling with wind. You guys know how I feel about that. Ooh, I don't like this.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Don't like this at all. I think I better play it safe. Alright, let's get a new torch. Well, I think we're just going to go to bed. And in order to make that happen, I probably need some calories. So we might go for food poisoning right here. Sounds like a good time, doesn't it? Get a little bit of food poisoning before bed. Because we are low on calories. So I think that's our only option, really. Let's go for some 16% dog food. Ooh, I'm afraid we're probably using our knife to open this right now. That's okay. So we got a can out of that. We did eat it. Didn't get sick. And we didn't get sick there. Maybe I will just go to bed. We don't really need to get sick. So let's put out our torch.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We could try to read. I doubt we'll make it. Oh, you know what? We finished our book, didn't we? So I can't do any reading. I got to keep my eyes out for a new book. Hopefully some fiction would be nice. I've got a hankering for a good fiction book right now. I just read a couple of really good books I enjoyed. You guys into reading? I read one called the Murderbot series recently. I really enjoyed that. At least the first few books. Got kind of old after a while. And then another one called Dungeon Crawler Carl, which that was pretty crazy. I think the newest book in that series just came out this month as well. So, haven't read that one yet. Okay, sorry, babbling on. I think I'm ready for bed. That's really all there is to it. In order to sleep for 10 hours, I need to get a little bit more tired, so I'm going to craft some mushrooms. Just watching my tired meter. And the moon in the top corner, top right corner. I've got to kind of plan for 10 hours of sleep here. So that's looking actually pretty good. I'll get a little bit more tinder plugs, I think, here. And how many tinder plugs does that leave us with? We're up to 5. That's probably good enough. So let's put away our lantern. Get a drink. We should have enough calories to make it through the night. Okay, so we're going to require 675 calories. We have 846. We should be fine. I'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning. Hungry and thirsty. And I don't have much food.
I need to find food.
What's going on with our burdock? I remember we had some burdock, but I guess maybe I have to prepare it or something. I thought I had some. Anyway, we've got to find food ASAP. First thing on the agenda, I think. Let's get a torch out. You know what? That was stupid. I probably didn't need to light a torch. Anyway, let's go. We're just going to leave. Maybe I'll backtrack and get the fish. The fish that we left because we were beachcombing. Let's go cook that up. You know, I'm going to look at the weather. That will kind of dictate what we're doing. Okay, weather is good, actually. I thought I heard an aurora for a second there. Let's watch out for the bear. It's so beautiful. Guys, I think I have to go for that. Wait. No. Let's just go. It sounds like an aurora, doesn't it? I don't understand why it sounds like an aurora, because there's clearly no aurora. Okay, let's backtrack, pick up our fish. Hopefully we don't run into a wolf. Okay, I have got to eat something. We're going to get sick here. I know it. 28% peaches. I'm going to go for it. Please don't get sick. Thank you. That was lucky. That was a big risk. And I would have had to sleep for 10 hours. But I did not want to lose well-fed bonus. If it was an aurora, the effects have worn off, so that's good. Okay, yeah, so all that for beachcombing, but we did end up getting the wool toque hat. So that was good. We got a few more items washed up. Or maybe these are the fish we dropped. More cattails. Need that. Cured rabbit pelt. Got some birch bark.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
This is like a 2-for-1. You know, we did beachcombing on the way out, and then there must have been a storm. And now it's resupplied itself. Sapling.
If I can drop any this gear.
Okay, nice. Our fish should still be here. The ones we picked up when we were beachcombing before, they should still be here. Okay, we're cold, taking damage. I'm not seeing my fish. I hope the seagulls didn't take my fish, guys. Ooh, this looks like danger.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Yeah, what happened to my fish? Did they despawn? This is kind of sketchy. Maybe they're over here. Anyway, if I find my fish, I think I'm going to have to take the time to cook them. I think I got all the saplings on this island already, didn't I? What is that? Rock. Okay, I'm gonna look up here. No saplings. There's something out there. Wait, are these my fish? What is this? There's something over here. So got a torch. There we go. Fish. I wonder if they were just really hard to see before. Get off the ice. Another rabbit pelt. Okay, we did find one piece of fish. I thought I had more. Let's head back this way. Something over there by the snow. Is that another fish? Cloth, maybe? Okay, I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage. Ooh, I don't want to run, actually.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, we might have to stop and make a fire at the base of the lighthouse. Maybe. So we got double lockers this time. Okay, I'm gonna drop the fish. I do have a cattail we can eat. That should keep me in good calories until we can get to the lighthouse and make a fire. Dang, guys, I wonder what happened to the fish. Did they despawn in a storm? Maybe they disappeared. I didn't know they could do that. I know, like, if you kill a bear or a deer and then a blizzard comes, I know it can cause it to despawn, but, like, if you find a fish and pick it up in your inventory and then drop it, I don't think that would make it disappear, but apparently it did. Okay, we're going to go around the back side of the lighthouse. And, I do see stuff on the ice. What is going on here? More fish, I hope.
This pack
Yes.
is getting too heavy to carry.
I'm going to leave the stick. It's not worth the calories. I think that last fish I picked up was a big one because I just got really heavy. Maybe here's our fish. Okay, I think I need to get a fire started down here. Get these fish cooked up. Nice, guys. Here they are. I was just impatient. I thought it was farther back. Thank you, Ocean. Thanks for providing for us. Oh, guys, I'm so freaking heavy. Alright, I'm dropping the meat. Let's get a fire started. Get a little bit of wind protection, maybe, up here. Let's even get a fire. Ooh, right there. Okay. It's cutting it kind of close. I can see my calories are in the red. So I'm not real happy about that.
Come on, little fire.
Come on. We're going to use a book. Come on, Astrid.
Come on, little fire.
We're starving. We're going to lose our well-fed bonus here.
Perfect.
Let's add a piece of fur, reclaimed wood. There we go. Let's go get some fish.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Got 3 little pieces of fish. Hopefully I don't get a sprain climbing up here. Hold on. Let's just drop it. There we go. Ooh, I hope we make it, guys. 39 minutes. 37 minutes. You know, I'm just going to hold still. Get close to the fire. I'm not going to go get the other fish. Let's just wait. Because I do not have anything to eat. I don't have anything. I have to pass time. I guess. Hopefully I make it. Did you see my temperature going down? My health? I didn't realize I was that cold. Oh, guys, I thought I was warmed by the fire. That was stupid. So we just took a big hit. How's my hypothermia? Oh, yeah, look at that. I wasn't even paying attention to the heat off the fire. That could have been bad. All I needed to do was put a little bit more fuel on the fire. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, well, lesson learned. I'm not going to make it to 500 days, am I? We're not going to make it to day 50.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
It is cold. Sorry about that, Astrid. That was my fault. Totally preventable. Let's get this meat cooked up. Looks like we're going to be here another night. Oh, no, it's still morning. I mean, just need to cook this food. Okay. What else can I craft? Birch bark. You know what, guys? I completely forgot. I could eat some tea. I could drink some tea to get calories. That would have been good, huh? Okay, how are we doing for tinder plugs? Got 4. Let's craft up one of these. "22 minutes. There's not much more I can do other than pass time at this point. Like I've already crafted everything. So let's just pass time. 18 minutes.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I actually need to make sure when I drop food it's not going in the rocks. Because it actually can disappear. Okay, we're good there. 37 minutes. I'm going to pass time. Okay, is that it? I think that's it for the fish. Right? I can drop some tea. Actually, let's place some tea down. I'll just cook some. How about that? Cook some tea. Oh, it's only warming it up. Okay. Let's move this right there. And we're going to drop... Let's see. Can I actually cook some tea? Do I have some rose hips? Got the birch bark. Let's do that. Cook some birch bark. Get a little bit of cooking experience. And I can start to regain some health I just lost. Let's move this. Can I get it close to the fire? Can't really place it, so... I think we just need to go. Let's grab some torches. So where to next? Where are we off to? Maybe to the... finally make it to the coal mine, I think. Get out of here. So yeah, guys, I just about gave myself hypothermia again, just passing time. Because I didn't put enough fuel on the fire. You know, on lower difficulties, it doesn't matter how cold it is. If you have even the tiniest fire, you will warm up. But on interloper difficulty, you actually have to overcome the cold with the quantity of fuel that you put on the fire, which, you know, makes sense. These are bad torches. Come on. Give me some good torches. There's a good one. Kind of. So now I'm just trying to recoup all the fuel that we put on the fire just to get the temperature up. Let's drink a tea. Get some hydration. Okay, we're going to be smelly. But that is okay. It's worth it to get this meat closer to home. I may end up dropping it somewhere.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I know we're heavy. I'm going to drop the meat over here. Then we'll quickly search the coastline, I think. I'm sure the wolves are coming for us. I can see a wolf way in the distance over there. That was the same wolf that was like the Aurora wolf that we had to sneak past. Do you remember that? We were harvesting a deer. And then an Aurora hit. Okay, I'm going to drop the meat here, I think. And you know, I'm going to drop the salt. Just so we're a little bit more light-footed. I did see some more items out here on the ice. Ooh, you know what? A fog is rolling in. That's not good. But at least we're not smelly. What are you? What is this? Wood? A little bit of wood. Some food, maybe? What is this? Leather? Let's get a new torch. Okay, yeah, this is our last chance for beachcombing. Let's make it good. I wish those boats would reappear. The ones that I didn't search. I do like those cattails. Nice. Guys, I just read a news article today even about a backpack. There was a father, I think a father and a son, was it? They were in the mountains here. It's kind of an old article. And anyway, they were lost and freezing to death. And they happened across an abandoned backpack that somebody had left in the woods. And the backpack was like a survival kit. So they were able to survive long enough to get to safety based off the stuff in that kit. And then later they were able to track down the guy who it belonged to. He had lost it. And he was just really glad, of course, that the pack ended up being useful, you know, saved somebody's life. Kind of a cool story. But now I can't remember if it was father and son. Eat a little bit of food, lighten our load.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Okay, we've got a full load. This is really going to kind of slow me down, so I might have to speed this part up, right? Moving so slowly, so I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, we've got company. Oh, he's behind us. Alright, come on, Wolfie. Okay. Hopefully that's the last encounter for now. Let's make our way to the lighthouse. Boy, this feels like deja vu, doesn't it? Making our way back to the lighthouse at the end of another episode. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, I do want to say thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take a minute, press the like button, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.